So what if your next home could be in one of the fastest growing cities in America for now and really the next 10, 20 years? Let's check out this model home as an example of what you could buy. So the home we're looking at today is in the community of North Sky, north of downtown Celina, but not too far away. The resort itself has a 220-acre master plan style community. It's got a resort-like pool, an amenity center with a fitness suite. There's miles of trails, a separate dog track, athletic fields. I mean, what more could you want? So why move to Celina? We'll have a separate video about Celina as a community, but we've got a quaint downtown with a vibrant community, lots of eateries, events that happen down there. It's beautiful. It's got a bright future with expansion coming. We've got a golf course being developed, 1876. You want to check out that for a country club. Groceries wise, easily accessible, Costco, H-E-B, Winco, Brookshire's, Kroger, I could keep going on. A rodeo is being developed in the area, and Celina also has a really developed parks and rec community with a new 100-acre park coming its way. So one of the things that's most common across all buyers in their consultations is they want natural light. And the way that this model home is set up, it feeds into that natural light wish. Now, the opening entry, you've got the office and the dining room. It's great and got big windows. What I want you to be aware about today is when we walk through this Perry home, Perry has a variety of finishes and floor plans available. Different lot sizes. There's a 55-foot wide lot. There's 65-foot wide lots. Prices range from the 55s in the 500,000s up to 6s, and the 65-foot wide lots go from the mid-600s up to the 800,000. Now, this particular floor plan is a 3791 style floor plan. Perry has got all the numbers for their floor plans. This is a 5-bedroom house, 3-car garage. Now it's styled and fed into an example of what the builder could do. So you're getting added little touches into this model. But usually this model would come at a price of about $730,000. So kitchens sell houses, and I tell you what, that could not be more true. We're bringing you to the heart of the home right now, and boy, does it look good. It's got the nice tall ceilings in the living room, great color scheme, windows that look over the back. Again, that natural light feel. Everything in here feels open, feels spacious, but they do a really good job in presenting these kitchens in model homes. We're not worried about stacks of plates or stuff that's littering around the sink. Everything's gonna look really, really nice. This is the way I'd love to live at my house. So we've got a large island single slab in the kitchen, consistent with what's in the main countertops as well. But the backsplash has also continued up, so you don't have any open regular wall, which is a really nice touch for the model. A 6-burner cooktop with the range hood above. That's absolutely wonderful. No more do we want to have the microwaves above the stovetops. We want to have that range hood to really get that great ventilation. If you're a cook, you really want that and not having the microwave above. We've got the double oven, a more consistent option that we're seeing in homes nowadays. The microwave placed above it. Sometimes you might find it placed in the counters lower beneath you. We've got the dishwasher, and actually a really nice thing, and I say it's nice because not every builder does it, we've actually got hardware installed here as well. So when you are talking to a builder, whether it's Perry or another one, do check to see what options do come in the kitchen, because adding those hardware pieces later, not the funnest. We've got the standalone fridge. Now, whenever you see these open spaces, just realize they're designed for all these fridges to fit in. They might not look big enough, but they certainly do. And another touch that Perry's put into their model here, which I think is really nice, is you could actually just have a regular corner here and nothing placed in. They've put some built-ins here, again, consistent with the countertop, with the rest of the kitchen. It's a really nice added touch. Moving from the kitchen, we've got the butler's pantry that really is a nice connection to the formal dining area. Likely you might pop a bottle of wine here, leave some hors d'oeuvres, a little prep area to get it away from the kitchen, but easily accessible for the dining space. Moving into the dining space, big, large windows at the front. Now, since I've moved to Texas myself, I've learned how much presentation is key. And having that great formal dining space looking through that front window for your guests to come into the house or see before they come into the house has been something that is consistent across most properties. So a nice little display on the table is a real great added touch. Now I know we did this walk before, we're going to get back to the living room because we're going to go over what the features are for your general hangout space. So we have these large, tall, 2-story ceilings. Really gives a great airiness, and in that Texas summer heat rises, gives you a great nice cooler feel on this main level here. One of my favorite things, and you don't get this as standard in most builds, is the sliding doors. It absolutely changes the feel and the vibe of the living space, not having any drywall there that can really make a more confined, spacious feel. We've got the floor to ceiling fireplace. Now this is not one of those fireplaces that just really imposes itself on the living room. It's actually sleek and hidden away almost into the corner. So it's not something you have to style the room around too much. A great wall for a TV, really any size could go here. You visually can see it from the kitchen, the daily eatery, and even a little bit upstairs. So in the living room here and all the living areas, you're seeing this hard surface flooring. You could do luxury vinyl plank, engineered hardwood, all things you can choose at a design center. If you're picking up an inventory home, those selections were already made for you. But we're gonna move into the primary bedroom. You're gonna find in Texas, a lot of primary bedrooms on the main floor, very consistent across most builds. And in here, you're gonna get a longer set bedroom, good ceiling height. This one has the built-in speakers. We've got basically a wall of windows decorated nicely with the drapes. All these windows are nicely openable for that cool air in the evenings when you need it. My favorite thing about this room is you've got this large wall on this end to place the bed, really giving you the options of how you want to set it. Do you want to move it up and have a nice seating area by the windows? We see that a lot. Or do you want it more centrally located, giving you a more spacious floor space in the room? So moving from where the magic happens, we've got to go into the prep room. So we've got the primary bathroom. Now I've moved before because my first house didn't have a bathtub in that primary bathroom and we needed one. So when I look at these rooms and I go, there's a bathtub, I know that feeling. So we've got bathtub, we've got quartz counters, again, consistent cabinetry with the kitchen. The lighting's done nicely in here. For me, the placement of the bath, very central, really gives it a prominent feature. What I've seen before is you can put artwork here, but I would imagine a TV perhaps going here. Maybe you spend an afternoon watching a show or a morning watching some sports to really enjoy the space. We've got an offset shower, single shower head, but absolutely tile built in, absolutely beautiful. One of my favorite things about this bathroom though, now you've got the separate vanities, so one person doesn't encroach the other, but you also have double closets. A couple other things with the bathroom, the shower, it's got the stand-in bench so you can put your legs on there for the ladies. My wife always told me if there's a shower with no seating area or bench in there, it was designed by a man generally. Who knows if that's true? One of the things I did want to touch on, we've got frosted glass on the windows here. For a little while, that was going away. It was more kind of clear and you could see through. Really happy to see this addition coming back in. It's just naturally private and you're never going to want to have that two-way look through the window. So coming back into the living room and across the other side of the house, you have a main level guest suite with its own bathroom. So if you're living in a multi-generational family setup or you need a guest suite on the main level for perhaps your mum and dad or an older person in your family to come with you, this is a great option for it. Come on in. Now this bedroom presents with carpeting on the floor, but again at the design center, you'd have an opportunity to pick your own flooring. Maybe you just want to be consistent with the living flooring that comes through the rest of the house. Big, beautiful windows looking into the back of the yard. Again, a good sized room. You could do a queen or a king in here and it fit comfortably. Maybe you don't want people to feel too comfortable if they're only using it as a guest suite, but it's nicely spaced out and very bright, again, on that natural light touch. The bathroom itself, again, we've got quartz countertops in here. You've got the nice hardware. It's got the shower tiled, not a built-in one, just one that's completely customized. And then it leads into its own walk-in closet. Okay, making our way back to the front of the house so we can head upstairs, I wanted to identify something for you. So the half bath is in here, a room that generally doesn't get too much attention. However, they've done a nice added touch with floating cabinets and undermount lighting. Now, stairs is a mixed bag for me because I have people that say they don't ever want stairs visual from the front door. Others want that spiral staircase with the idea of, you know, prom night, people walking down looking real nice coming out for the event. This one I think leans into the latter because of the spiral aspect of it. It's just more of a showpiece aspect of the stairs versus just a way to get up. Now, getting to the top of the stairs, one thing I always like to point out is when you have an opportunity like this in the balcony that overlooks the living area, I like to point out that imagine if you're having a party. I feel like this is where you'll address your guests and have a moment to speak to everyone and do a cheers. And what a great setting you could have right here in this 2-story high living room. So coming at the top of the stairs, you're welcomed by this great extra game room, which is really a nice space. The thing I like mostly is actually shaped by this doorway entry, which can keep a lot of sound in. There's a lot of floor plans where the game room will actually be placed here, right by the balcony, looking to the living room. And audially, it's just going to be really counterproductive because you can't enjoy that space when you're also enjoying this space and the sound echoes. So having it off here, and I can already tell the difference in just the sound alone when I come in here. The sound is more encased. So you get a nice pool table as an opportunity, as something you could do here. Other things we've seen is a game room, a couple of arcade games, or set up with a TV, kind of a gaming station, maybe a PlayStation or an Xbox. But really a nice mixed multifunctional space in here. So moving from the game room, we're going to head into the theater room. Now, I know it's a mixed bag of feelings in regards to having a window in a movie room. Personally, I don't mind it. Blinds work well. But we've got the built-in speakers in this movie room, the projector itself, the projector screen on the right, and a nice added touch, the built-in cabinetry for storage. We all love a bit of storage in the house, can't get enough of it. But what a greatly set place right by the game room. It's kind of the fun area for upstairs. Moving across the hallway, we're coming to the bedroom area. Now, one of the things I could talk about bedrooms all day, but this first bedroom, not only does it have a 9-foot ceiling entry, it actually has 10-foot ceiling height in the bedroom. Very uncommon for top level bedrooms itself. And it's spacious. It's got a nice feel about it. They've done a great job with the artwork in here as an example of how to do it. But I tell you what, I've got a boy. There's no way my boy's room is staying this clean and tidy. No way. But you've got a great big window, again, openable, nicely looking into the front. Now this one shares a bathroom, so it's kind of a semi Jack and Jill because it shares it with the hallway access. But you kind of got your own private area, again, with the quartz countertops. You've got the sink, you've got your own private closet, and then the door here separates you from the toilet and the shower tub setup. So nice closet access, and then you'll head through to the joined area for the Jack and Jill. And then you'll come through. And again, we've got nice quartz counters, we've got the cabinetry, big mirror, and it's got its own door to close that away. This one comes through from the hallway. And then we head down to the last two bedrooms. Now, we've got one bedroom here. This one does not have its own bathroom. This is the one that shares with the Jack and Jill. It does have a closet. 9-foot ceilings in this bedroom itself. So the 10 was only in that front bedroom. On this side, again, 9-foot ceilings, but this has its own private bathroom and closet setup. So it gives you 3 bedrooms in the house that have their own private bathroom. And again, one of my favorite things, I mentioned it before, were these sliding doors. And it really gives a completely different feel to this space when you can open this up throughout the spring, the summer, or the fall. You might want to skip winter. We have this nice, large, wide, covered patio. Nice area for dining, nice area for eating and relaxing. There's a gas hookup in case you wanted to do a built-in kitchen out here. And this backyard, large and good, nicely spacious. Most of them are going to come in a sense of where you have the ability to put your own pool in, which is pretty commonplace throughout Texas. They've done a nice setup with the tile, an idea of seating, and they've got the fire pit as well. Something that's very consistent with model homes. Backyards are generally always going to be put in with sod. You're going to have sprinklers, at least a tree. This one faces east, so you get morning sun and evening sunsets are on the other side of the house, so you get evening shade. Personally, that's my favorite way to do it if you can, so you don't get that heat coming in the evenings. Now, we didn't show you a garage, what I would say is a garage, because at the model homes, those are set up as the offices. But this would have been a 3-car garage with a double door, but in a tandem setup. So 2 on one side, 1 on the other. A lot of the times we're seeing homeowners come in and put epoxy covering on that garage floor surface. That wouldn't be coming as a standard feature, but certainly something you would do as your own add-on itself. So you've seen a floor plan and style and design that I think is pretty attractive, but this isn't the only option available for you. Perry, again, has options on different styles, different lot sizes, different areas. So you can reach out to me and we can go through those options together without there being any pressure sales aspect or signing on the dotted line. And who knows, it might not even be Perry that you want. There are other builders in this community and different price points. Well, we can go through that together. Do yourself a favor, fill in the form in the description below and let's get in touch and might be your next home.